Hello, it's Alexa. It's now been about a year and a half since I tore my Achilles, and I was thinking it could be useful to make another video for the series all about how much this injury has costed me. I've been recovering really well. I had my baby. Life is going really well. I'm still not super active, mostly because I'm a new parent. But first, let's lay out some context. First and foremost, I decided to go the surgical route for recovery. This will of course be much more expensive than going the non-surgical route because surgery is expensive. I also live in the United States, so health costs tend to be higher than other countries. I also work for a company and get a majority of my health expenses covered through my health benefits, which I'm granted through them. So in this video, I want to share with you how much it costed me to recover from this injury, but just know that it's under that context. I have a health insurance, I live in the United States, all that kind of stuff. And I hope that me sharing my story, that you might get a better sense of how much it may cost you. But again, your situation may be different than mine. Okay, if you live in the United States, you know the drill. If you have health insurance like I do, depending on your health insurance plan, you could expect to pay much more or much less than I did. At a high level, I'll give you an overview of my plan. I have a deductible of $1,500, an out-of-pocket maximum of $3,000, and co-insurance of 20%. So that means I'm responsible for paying the full amount for the first $1,500 of any medical expense in that given year. After I hit that $1,500, I'm responsible to pay 20% of medical costs until I hit $3,000. So $3,000 in total is the most I can expect to pay in a given year for medical costs through insurance. That all to say, I'm not going to get into the too nitty-gritty of how my plan works or how your plan may work because I know there are many different types of health insurance plans out there. I also don't plan to share exact numbers because what's more important really is the general expectations around how much this may cost for you. So with that all in mind, let's dive into the details around about how much it costed me to recover from tearing my Achilles. For this injury, my medical costs began to add up as I began to visit the doctor for evaluations. I was billed between $230 to $300 for these appointments, but after insurance, I was paying about $150 to $200 per visit. And that's about how much I expect to pay anytime I go to the doctor. Then the first bigger cost that I was billed for was the MRI. If you watched the full series of my videos, you'll know that I had to get an MRI in order to proceed with getting surgery in order to definitively confirm my injury. For this procedure, I was billed at about $1,000, but after insurance, it only costed me about $80. I saw my doctor once more before getting scheduled for surgery, so I was billed for that doctor's visit as well. And then the surgery, of course, was the most expensive cost, a truly shocking amount of money. I was billed for the surgery, the anesthesia, and for the assistant surgeon who joined during the procedure, and in total, it came out to be $20,000. This is mind-blowing. I did not pay $20,000, of course. Instead, with insurance, I paid just over $2,000, which is still a lot of money, but a significant difference. After my surgery, I quickly hit my out-of-pocket maximum for the year with follow-up doctor's visits and with starting physical therapy. I started to see a PT twice a week starting around 8 weeks post-op for about 4.5 months, and then once a week for 1 month as I was nearing the end of my treatment. I was billed about $9,000 for physical therapy treatment, but only ended up paying about $90 after insurance because I had hit my $3,000 out-of-pocket maximum, so many of these visits ended up not costing me anything. And these costs, of course, don't include the extra products that I purchased to help aid in my recovery. I'll do a quick inventory of these costs so you can see how much they added up as well. My first purchase was a temporary boot that I used until I switched into my Achilles specific boot, which was given to me and prescribed to me by my doctor. I bought this initial boot from Amazon for about $40. I was also super lucky and given crutches to borrow from my primary care doctor, so I didn't spend any money on crutches, but I did buy pads for my crutches for some extra cushion since I knew I'd be using them a lot. These costed me about $26. I bought long compression socks to wear with my boot. These costed about $14. I bought a leg raise pillow to help keep my leg elevated post-surgery. This costed me about $40. And then there was the cast protector. I bought that for $17 so I could take showers and not worry about getting my boot or wound wet early on post-op. And then lastly, I bought a knee scooter and a knee scooter cushion. I used the knee scooter a lot early on post-surgery so I could get around more easily. And then the place where you put your knee on the scooter is really hard, so I bought that knee scooter cushion to help soften it. The scooter costed me $120 and the cushion costed an extra $24. Add that all up and it comes out to be about $400 extra that I paid out of pocket that was not covered by insurance in any way. In summary, without insurance, my treatment would have costed me about $32,000, but with insurance, it was only $3,000. And then add on top of that the $400 I spent on extra products to help make my recovery go by more smoothly. Even with the extra $400, this is a huge, huge difference. I'm incredibly grateful to have the health insurance that I have because there would be no way that I'd be able to afford this procedure without it. Okay, that's going to wrap up the video for today. I understand there are two routes people typically take with recovering from this injury and that not everyone can afford to go the surgical route who may want to. I hope, if anything, that this video is interesting for you and maybe even helpful for you in better understanding how much going the surgical route may cost for you. Don't forget to check out the other videos in this series, and if you thought this video was helpful, don't forget to give it a like. If you're currently injured or on the mend, just know I'm sending well wishes for you for a smooth recovery. Feel free to leave me a comment down below and I will do my best to get back to you. That is going to be it, so I hope to see you next time. Bye for now.